Hello everyone. Welcome to Market Pulse for the week 14 June 21 to 20th June 21. I am Ajit Maholi, the co-founder and mentor at LearnPriceActionTrading.com. Please go through this disclaimer. Market with Solutions LLP, which is the owner of LearnPriceActionTrading.com, is not a SEBI-registered entity, advisor, or analyst. This session is purely for informational purpose to create awareness in the general public and does not constitute a recommendation or advice. All the views expressed here are personal. We'll take a look at some of the indices and their outlook for this week. Nifty, as we discussed last week, is still maintaining its trend and a strong momentum towards the upside. As you can see, today after we opened, we started selling off, but we have not been able to convincingly break 15,600 or close below that. So if you take a look here, this is what has been holding up. So that's the area that has been holding up. So the trend still remains up. Every pullback needs to be bought as long as we are holding this level of 15,600. So it's still a short-term trading. Let me take yeah, so that's the demand zone below which the trend significantly shifts, and then we can look at higher targets on the downside. But as of now, as long as we are holding 15,560 to 600, that range, we will, and this demand zone particularly from 521 to 457, we still remain bullish. Every pullback can be used to buy. For this week, tomorrow onwards, you can use this area inside here on shorter time frame to go long on as an intraday or short term income. Nifty today has closed into this supply zone, though it has breached that area of supply zone. Yes, I'm sorry about that. That's the supply zone. Towards the end, it went through it and closed below, but the momentum looks strong and probably we could see new high coming in. If we turn around from here, then we could again retest the lows and become range bound. So more or less Nifty looks range bound between 18,000, 15,000, 850, 900 range to 550, 600 range. So that is the range to be played this week. If we break below 560, then the next demand zone where we can look to be buyers is going to be in this area, which is about 15,343. That's the demand area where we can look to go long from a swing perspective. A lot of stocks will come in very good daily demand zones. That's where you can go long. But till we do not break this, the trend still remains up, and every pullback can be used to buy into the markets. So it's a buy and dip market. Uh, Taking a look at Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty, let me just remove all the drawings. Okay, so Bank Nifty, after coming to its weekly demand zone, has nicely started moving up. Today again, it fell down after showing some weakness last week. It fell down, and that's still the area of demand that we are going to be looking to be buyers in. Bank Nifty from about 34,000 to 33,000. That's a range to be buyers on Bank Nifty. Now, where will Bank Nifty likely go? We could test this supply zone here on Bank Nifty. So that's a range to be played for Bank Nifty from about 34,000, or let's say 33,800 to 33,200, all the way to 36,700 to maybe even 37,000. So that's a range you can use to trade Bank Nifty. Again, if you see Bank Nifty is unable to break 34,320, the sell-off was bought into, and Bank Nifty went up towards the end. So we still are holding this supply. Once this supply is broken on Bank Nifty at 35,000, you could see new highs coming in Bank Nifty. So that's a range, and a very beautiful demand zone is here. If it comes from the supply, if it comes down to this demand, this could be a good buying area for Bank Nifty, right? As we discussed last time, CNXIT is quite bullish, and the last whole week, CNXIT ruled on the long side. If you see most of the stocks, Infosys, TCS, even HCL Tech and Techem, they all moved up. We are still moving up. We could have some more strength to move up, but since the price is going up pretty fast and far, it would be wise to wait for pullback to these areas of demand zone on the IT index before going long, not chase the stock. So that's the only area where you can think of going long right now in the IT index. If there are any supplies in any of the IT stocks, the shorts are based on only confirmation. So still bullish on IT, but wait for a pullback. If you're holding long positions, it's wise to hold those positions till we break any of the demand zones. CNX Pharma. Again, we discussed last time, CNX Pharma is at an all-time high. It broke this supply zone, an all-time high last week. This week also, it's moving up pretty strong. Some of the stocks like Dr. Reddy, Oro Pharma, APL, Alembic Pharma, they're all doing well on the long side. So it's again buy on pullback. That's the area of demand which you can look to be a buyer in the pharma index. Again, it is also overextended, but the trend is strong and up. So you could look to buy pharma stocks. That was one of the demand zones from where it pulled up pretty well. It could still keep moving up. So once it goes beyond 14,500, you can aggressively trade intraday if you want any of the pharma stocks. Or a conservative approach would be to wait for pullback before you can go long in the pharma stocks. Uh, Today, PSU banks, after moving down, again started moving up pretty well. So, if you take a look at the daily, this whole uh, pullback or sell was bought into. So, PSU banks are also still holding their daily demand zones. We have level on top of each other here. The original demand zone starts at 2400, but looks like it just came there and started moving up. So look at good demand zones once we break this area, which is causing resistance for the price to move up. Once we break this 2515 or 2550, let's say about 2500, this could start scaling up to new highs of let's say 2700. So you can take a look at some of the good PSU bank stocks like State Bank of India, Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda. Those will be forming new demand zones which you can look to go long at. Energy stocks again flattish closing for energy stock, but again trend is up strong. Reliance is holding up its gains. So energy today came to its daily demand zone. If you take a look here, that is where it came into daily demand zone and and is nicely moving up. So any pullback that we can see tomorrow or in this week to any of these areas of demand zone can be used to go long in the energy stocks. No supply, so shorting only based on individual stocks which have credible supply or are trading in weekly supply zones. Now, this week, FMCG might be doing well along with the IT, pharma, and PSU, but I'm pretty much uh, uh, eager to look at some of the FMCG stocks here. They're moving up nicely. Again, an all-time high scenario came close to this weekly demand zone today in this fall and started moving up. So that's the area of demand which is holding up for the PSU as far as for the FMCG stocks. Again, all-time high scenarios, so it could well move up further. Look for some good FMCG stocks to go long. It has nearly broken this 75-minute drop base drop supply zone, so you could expect this to continue moving up. So longs in some of the good FMCG stocks which are at demand zone. CNX Finance, again, an all-time high scenario, but this is pretty much similar to what Bank Nifty is doing after this gap down today. It could not close the gap. So a cautious approach towards the finance stock. Probably longs are fine only once we take off this area of supply zone here, and our range demand zone and supply zone range for this week would at least for now would be this is your area of demand zone, and for supply we are going to take a look at the daily supply. So that's approximately this raw rally based drop. So That is the range. This intermediate supply is taken off, so I'm not really worried about it. But if it starts going above that supply, you could expect financial services to move all the way to 16,921, or let's say 17,000. That could be the range for the finance stocks. Auto stocks also nicely trending up, pulled back a tad weaker compared to the other stocks initially, but later on it picked up. The only drawback about auto stocks is that it has broken an area of demand here today. So if you see that rally base rally was broken, it went down and is moving up, but be cautious about going long since we have hit this daily supply zone. So maybe once we pull up here, you could have some good shorts coming in the Nifty auto stocks at these areas, about 10,880. You could look at going short, or if anybody is adventurous or an intraday trader can look to go long intraday tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Uh, Good buy positions could be created at this area of demand zone around 10,500. That is the area to create some good buy positions on the auto stocks. Otherwise, and maybe short-term selling can be a good approach towards the auto stocks. CNX Infra, again, this is moving nicely, and you could see a lot of up move in the CNX Infra stocks. So if you see, there are no supply after this. The next supply we have is all the way here on the monthly chart, which is around 4,715. So another 250 odd points in the infra stock. So you can take a look at some of the good stocks which are trending up nicely. And once we go beyond this 75-minute supply zone here, which probably if the markets remain positive tomorrow, you could see this moving up. Once we go beyond this, you could initiate long positions in some of the infra stocks. CNX Media, taking a quick look again. This is looking good from a higher time frame perspective chart. It is looking good to move up. It hit the weekly demand zone, though not a credible demand zone since it has not yet violated any supply convincingly. So it came to this gap area and started moving up the media stocks. But I would probably wait for a pullback to this area of demand for the media stocks at around 1780 before I initiate new longs because today, though it has moved up, it has still not violated any of these areas of supply zones. So remember, these 75 minutes or 125-minute supply zones are crucial for most of the index. Once we go beyond this, you could see those indices moving up pretty well. CNX Realty, again, closer to its resistance or supply areas. So that's the area on the daily chart which is still holding up. Longs can be initiated closer to these areas here around 330. So that's a range for CNX Infra daily supply zone. So you can initiate new longs at new demand zones once this supply is taken off. If it starts coming down, that is the area where you can take long positions, and maybe some of the stocks could have some short-term short opportunities. If this supply holds here at this area, you can initiate some short trade at 357 to 61. That's the area you can start looking at some short-term income selling. Now, mid cap and small cap, they are ruling the roost after a bad year till last. They have started to move up and given new highs. So uh, they're pretty extended now, gone up relentlessly. So it would be wise to wait for some of the demand zones to be tested. CNX mid cap today came very close to this area of demand zone. uh, it hit, if you see this, that's the demand zone, it hit and went up. So once this supply is taken off, initiate new long position. So be careful about this as well because it could be a trap level. But once it goes beyond, some good mid cap stocks could be bought for a long opportunity. So that's the supply zone, sorry. So that's a range that you can look out for in the mid cap stocks. Small cap, again, similar to mid cap, moving up nicely, pulled down today, but did not go and give a new high. Be a little bit cautious because small cap and mid cap have been bought too much. And if you take a look at the weekly demand zone, we've just gone beyond that all-time high. That's your weekly demand zone. So they're pretty overextended right now. So maybe wait for a good pullback to this area of demand or even this. So this the lower one will be good for swing position long. So that's the area. Till then, it still remains in an uptrend, but though you're seeing that the sell-off is quite deeper every time the sell-off is happening, it is getting quite deeper. So be cautious about going longs. Wait for pullback to good areas of demand like 9312 or 92426, 9246. That's the area to go long on small cap. Once you get some confirmation, you can even start looking at some short setups if that stock is available in the future segment. Now, Nifty Metal all-time high scenario again, pulled back, going up. Last 2 weeks, it has been holding its lows. So again, today it came back, pulled to this area of this rally, base rally is moving up, though it's still in this area of supply. It's not such a great supply or a credible supply that you should be worried about, but wise enough to wait for pullbacks, or every pullback could be bought and then a new high could be expected in the metal stocks. Again, cautious approach till we break this area of supply zone. So we are having a good supply zone on the 75-minute chart. Please wait for the supply to be taken off. If you're not initiated any long positions here, that is where the long positions were triggered for the metal stocks. We are now at supply. So wait for this to be broken and then initiate long positions at new areas of demand zone. And last but not the least, the India VIX is pretty low. So be cautious about going longs. Don't chase stocks. Don't have a FOMO feeling. The stocks could turn anytime. Those especially which are just going up every single day and every single week, they are moving and creating new highs. Be cautious about chasing those stocks. Like some of this Adani Group stocks today had a big fall, so you could get caught in that. So do not unnecessarily look at buying. Once this starts moving up, comes here, let's say 17.27 point, you could have some good long opportunities in the index. The last two that I'm going to take a look at is crude oil. Crude oil, as expected, has gone beyond this supply zone. So it's again trending up. Well set to give a new high, but we should wait for some pullbacks to go long if you're a crude oil trader. On the daily, if you see, yesterday and today, both days we went up. So that's the area of demand zone. So wait for a pullback to about 51.20 before you want to go long. If you're already long, it's wise to trail below today's low, that is 52.0806. Trail your uh, long positions. Still no short permission allowed for crude and gold. On the MCX, gold after moving up the last few days is being sold off. It has hit a weekly supply zone. That's sorry, a monthly supply zone. That's the monthly supply zone that gold has hit, and you can expect it to pull back. The pullback could go all the way to its weekly demand zone, which is here. So right now, no bullish approach towards gold. Be cautious. Maybe those who are trading gold can look for short opportunities in gold all the way up to this demand zone, or maybe even for a short-term income approach, you could look at this as targets for gold, 47,000. So that will be your range. It has a nice supply over here at 50,000, but we did not reach that this week. So that's a range that you can play for gold. There could be new supply zones forming here. So keep an eye on gold on, let's say, a 4 hour or an hourly chart. to track for. So that could be a good short area for us to target at least. That could be the first target for a short. Once it breaks this, that is the area to short. Short-term income. This is all about short-term income trading. All right. So keep an eye on FMCG stocks and some of the energy and PSU stocks for long. Hope you like this video. Trade well and trade safe, and have a good trading week. Thank you.